chapter 9 of the book that I wrote, Perspective, which is developing the mindset, how to develop the mindset to start and build your own business. It's a book not for the experts. It's a book for people like myself who want to do something and who would want to understand the processes and how to manage the stages, both innerly and outwardly. So this chapter I'm saying that many people do not know what to do after completing college. One of the most obvious choices available to most of us is to travel abroad to seek greener pasture. So what sometimes we tend to forget is that the pasture is only green because somebody has watered it, somebody has taken care of it. So, and when you crop, sometimes it's not even that green. So we therefore pursue postgraduate courses in countries we go and hope to develop professions. Very few Africans move from Africa to anywhere in the world to become entrepreneurs. Most of us go to look for jobs. Most of us don't go to create jobs, because it's easier to go to any country to just look for a place to work and to start to receive salary. So we go there to look for jobs. There is nothing wrong with, there is nothing wrong to look for jobs in these countries. But if you want to be an entrepreneur, then you go there to start a business. And for you to start a business, you have to have a different way of looking at the world and looking at the country that you have traveled to. Your choices or the ones made for you might have ended you abroad. So some of us our parents went there, they wanted us to come. Some of us were born there, some of us we went there anyway anyhow. So but the thinking that those who are abroad have more opportunities is not true. I think opportunities are carved up in problems, so where you have a lot of problems, that's where you have a lot of opportunities. Most people want easy things, so they want everything to be smooth, everything to be perfect, and a lot of our people complain so much about the challenges and the difficulties and the problems that we all go through in our country. So the world has already really changed, and probably the only thing that has not changed, maybe, is our thinking about possibilities and opportunities in Ghana, and for that matter Africa. Most African countries, you really have to have a shift of mind to start to believe in that country, in that African country that you come from, and also to start to see the opportunities that are in that country, largely because of the way we've been brought up, particularly those of us who went to school. So the things that were not put in school, the things that were extracted from the school, for instance, financial education, problem solving, critical thinking, technical expertise that we have to develop. A lot of us did not have that, and therefore when you come out of school, you're virtually empty in terms of those things, and yet those are the things that you would need to see opportunities. So people who have been employed all their lives abroad, they come home to Africa and they want to start businesses. Then the reality of entrepreneurship hits them, so they've been employed abroad and they want to come home and start businesses. It is amazing. So then the reality of entrepreneurship hits them. Most move back quickly because no matter what you come with, you're still going to go through the processes, you're still going to go through the challenges of anybody picking an idea and making it into a business. And so when they come and the problems hit them, they start to run away. Entrepreneurship is not just about making money. It is more of a cause and wanting to build a vision. So it's a vision that you want to realize. If you come and start business and you were never into business, you will go through the processes of entrepreneurship development. What should keep you going should be your belief in the idea that you are building. It has little to do with I have come with money. What business can I do? A lot of people ask that kind of question. I have money, so I want to start a business. But if you were doing business somewhere, even if you're doing business somewhere, you will still need to learn how to do business in the African environment, in our culture. The way we think may be that different. The way our things move, the way the government works, government agencies work, with the way your people that you employ work, the way you yourself, you will move. So the behavior and the work ethics of the people, government laws. It takes patience, skill development, and high sense of purpose to develop this. It takes a lot of work for you to go through all before it starts to make sense. So in life, the desire to fulfill your destiny must prepare you more than the search for greener pastures. Your destiny is tied to helping and lifting others. We all came to this world to help others, to bring dignity, to bring good things to people. And the more we're able to do this well and to make life comfortable a bit for people, the more we're able to do it well, whether through our employment, whether through our business, whether through anything that we do, the more successful that we become. So your destiny is tied to that, helping people, whereas needs human capital development than Africa. So that's why I say that this is where the opportunities are. This is where the opportunities are. The only challenge is that the mind is a bit different. So nothing determines the cause of a nation more than the mindset of its citizens or its citizenry. The mindset of the people is what decides the development of the people. So if you want to develop a country, first you have to develop the minds of the people. You have to develop the things that will make them see the need to take care of themselves and to take care of the country and to develop it. So now it is about the tools you use and how technologically inclined you are. Television stations are beaming from Africa to the rest of the world. Websites have been built in Africa which are accessible all over the world. The only limiting factor is our mindset. How far you can go, you can see, depends on how much investment you have made in yourself. The content that you have developed, that decides what you see. How you have trained yourself decides how you see. It is no more where you live, not necessarily, especially if you want to build your dreams and to make a significant contribution to the development of a country. When you don't just say that I want to go to a place where I'll get more money. When it comes to business, financial success and increase, what religious institutions have been teaching our people cannot produce success at the individual level. The things like hard work, diligence, character, time management have not been taught in most of these religious centers. What they have taught the people is that God will take care of you. Just pray and fast. The Holy Ghost will speak to you. God will bring your miracle money. And for me, those things have crippled and destroyed the sense of thinking of our people. So teaching people religious issues cannot replace the technical skills development that building businesses require. Just as going to force religious programs cannot turn anybody into an engineer or doctor. You don't become a doctor or engineer just because you go to pray or you go to church. You have to go through the school, the processes, take the models, then you qualify. The same with business. You can't build business by prayer. You build business by learning what it takes to build business and by doing them. So going to such programs cannot produce successful entrepreneurs. Religion can largely help in the development of character. So morals, value for human lives, that's the essence of religion, but not the technical know-how, and that is needed for entrepreneurs to succeed. So not the technical know-how that is required for you to succeed in the business. Those ones you have to acquire them yourself. So you can't just I remember when we were in school, most of us were only reading religious books. You need technical information as well if you want to succeed at anything. And so many have not seen business as a field which requires order and organization. You have to be orderly and you have to be organized in your time, in your finances, in your skill for you to see success. And so we term the things we don't understand as spiritual. So when we don't do these things and things start not to work, we start to say that it's the devil. Growth occurs with proper orderliness, and that is where many small scale businesses fail. So when you want to grow, you have to organize. You have to learn how to put things orderly, and that most people don't know. And once you don't know these things, then the business will not be able to grow. Your decisions and choices are deciding what you're becoming, what the business is becoming. So there are principles of growth. Intensity, focus, resilience, persistence, commitment to goals, being understanding the laws that will bring the growth is key. If you're going to be hugely successful in anything, particularly as a business person, you would be required to do some of these things. So some of these things are principles that will bring growth. Number one is coming early and be the ones, which means that put in more hours. Whatever that you are spending your time on, that is what you're becoming. So the more, whatever you want to succeed in, whichever age that you are now, whatever you have spent your time on, that is what you are known for. So if you have not spent your time on things that are important, you see that you are not so much proud of the results that you have had. Now you can change that if you start to focus on the things that will bring the results that you so need. So develop your talent. All of us have talent, so you need the required knowledge to develop that talent, whatever talent that you have. Be loyal and be honest. Don't screw people and be so much selfish that you want to lie to get and it must always come to you. That will destroy you. Be committed and persistent. Don't just give up because you meet oppositions. Some of the things you just have to keep at it. Think big, think huge. Look at the next 10, 20, 30 years. Look, don't just think small and by yourself. Think of how you can employ more people, how you can solve more people, how you can become huge. There's nothing wrong if you want to become hugely successful. So think big like that. Treat people well. People are the treasure. Treat people well. The quality of any human being is how he treats another person. Treat people with respect, with kindness, with compassion. Not just people with power and money. Everybody. The one that you think even needs your help. So don't be occupied with the criticism from those who don't know how to start and grow business. A lot of people will criticize you. A lot of people will disagree with you. A lot of people will tell you how to do it. Listen to them, but listen to those who are doing it, those who have done it, not those who are talking. But especially with business, have not done it. Have fun, chill, have fun, enjoy your life, enjoy the journey. Even in the midst of the troubles, enjoy the journey because life is once